The Darkness have invited Liam Gallagher on a wild night out to Wetherspoons, which they jokingly hoped would end in a big scrap. The British glam rockers started plotting their hilarious pub venture with the former Oasis frontman during an exclusive chat with Daily Star's Sam Huntley. The band just announced their co-headline tour with US rock band Black Stone Cherry, which will see them dazzle crowds across the country next year. Read more. The Darkness praise good role model Harry Styles as Band Aid Super Collab. The stadium tour will kick off early next year with arena shows in Leeds, Manchester, Birmingham, Liverpool, Glasgow and Cardiff before an epic conclusion on February 4 at London's OVO Arena at Wembley. Twin Atlantic talk. Foo Fighters, The Beatles, tour tales and album secrets. When asked if they'd take Liam Gallagher on an epic night out on the town, the band were all in with a venue already in mind. Singer Justin seemed up for treating the Manchester legend to a 2-for-1 meal at the popular British pub chain. He replied, "That would be effing hilarious, yeah." "Why not?" Drummer Rufus added, "It would have to be a pub, wouldn't it?" Before Justin suggested, "Wetherspoons? 2-for-1. Two-for-one meal." Rufus then quipped, "A big scrap at the end, perhaps a nod to Liam's bad boy reputation." U2 singer Bono's famous family, following in Dad's footsteps to Netflix star daughter. The Oasis frontman has had some rather famous bust-ups over the years, such as when he lost his 2 front teeth during a brawl in Munich back in 2002. The Darkness also started plotting an epic supergroup with Foo Fighters and Biffy Clyro, after lining up a future project with their tour buddies Black Stone Cherry. The boys reckoned they could recreate Rod Stewart's iconic 1993 hit All for Love, with Sting and Bryan Adams. Justin said, he said, "I'd be really surprised if we don't end up doing something collaborative with the Black Stone Cherry music crew." Failing that, who is the most successful one at the moment? Paul McCartney's awkward blunder in the Kooks star meeting, as he said they met already when Sam suggested Dave Grohl's Foos and Scottish Titans Biffy. Justin replied, "We'll do Foo Fighters, Biffy and us." "Yeah. We could do Rod Stewart, Sting and Bryan Adams, All for Love." Bass player Frankie Poulon added, "I think it would be great to collaborate with a much younger band, because then you learn so much." "They would learn a lot from us and we would learn a lot from them." "It's just a great symbiosis." When asked his thoughts on Harry Styles, Justin was full of praise for the former One Direction star, who recently headlined Wembley Stadium with his Harry's House tour. Justin said, "He's a really good role model for everybody, basically." "He's just a nice bloke, isn't he? And he's doing stuff that has an eerie familiarity about it, but ultimately it's pop music and he's the most popular one." So he's just doing his job really, really well, I think. Two Door Cinema Club and Pale Waves among lineup for Community Festival 2022. Hawkins insisted Harry was doing retro stuff in a really clever way by borrowing elements from 80s hits and putting a fresh spin on them to make them his own. One example he used was Harry's hit song As It Was and Day's classic 1984 track, Take On Me, which he says share the same chord sequence but start at different points. Justin said, "It's got a lot of the same sort of production trickery and the sort of cadence to the Sympathizers motif, but it is almost a reinterpretation of the sort of palette of Aha." So he's doing retro stuff in a really clever way. He's taking the really important bits of that song, distilling it with a clever producer, and when people hear Aha now they're reminded of Harry Styles. I don't think it will be like that in 40 years. I think in 40 years, people will go, "That sounds like Aha." They're not going to say that sounds like Harry Styles, but for the moment that's how pop music works. You do something that gets the attention. For more of the latest showbiz news from the Daily Star, make sure you sign up to one of our newsletters. As opposed to the Kate Bush phenomenon, a TV program has put a really great song out. Harry Styles has very cleverly taken the elements of something of the same era as that Kate Bush song and made it his. The band were buzzing at their upcoming tour, which Justin hailed as a brilliant opportunity to get back into arenas before suggesting the Darkness should have been filling stadiums for decades. Justin said, "It's going to be a brilliant opportunity for us to get back into arenas, and nothing is exciting as the possibility, almost endless in terms of what we can do production-wise. We've already started having conversations. That's the sort of thing that excites a band like us, because I think arenas is what the Darkness should have been for the last 20 years. Tickets for the Darkness 2023 tour with Black Stone Cherry are on sale now and available. Read next, click for all the latest music news from Daily Star. Twin Atlantic talk Foo Fighters, The Beatles, tour tales and album secrets. The Darkness claim rock and roll will never die after performing with Queen. Sam Fender opens up on close bond with Elton John but admits he turned down duet top UK festivals music fans can't miss, including Tramlines and Wireless.